Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I came out for a graduation photo shoot with my friend Benga. I'm trying to get into the grad market, so like, you know, when students graduate and they need photographers for the graduation pictures, I want to be that guy. I want to be in that space. So I reached out to my friend Benga. He's already there, he's always booked all the time when that season comes around. So I DM'd him, I think 2 days ago. Yes, I think I DM'd him on Friday and I said, yo, like, how do I get into this market? And he told me what to do. He told me to follow him along so we can, like, I build my portfolio and then, you know, reach out to people like that. So he's here. Say what's up. Okay.
What's up?
So Benga, how did you get into photography?
So it's actually funny. When my little sister graduated from high school many years ago, my mom bought her a camera, like a regular standard camera from like Walmart or something like that. And she was so excited and appreciative of the gift and whatnot. She used it for like a week and then just left it alone. The following year I started pharmacy school and I wanted to be a part of the e-board. Initially I wanted to run for president, but I was like, I feel like a lot of people are gunning for that spot. So I was like, okay, I'll just try and get on another position. And there was an opening for the class historian. And if you guys don't know, a historian is basically responsible for documenting different aspects of life for the class, different events and things of that nature. And I was also responsible for running our class Instagram page. So I went in front of the class and, you know, gave a speech and really advocated for myself and why I should earn the position, basically. And I told them that I had a camera readily available and I had my sister's camera in mind. I personally didn't have one. Long story short, I ended up taking my sister's camera, bringing it to events and stuff like that, and just taking the time to really go on YouTube and teach myself the ins and outs of photography, trying to find what style I like. I started following photographers on Instagram and looking at their work and seeing if I could pick up different techniques that they use and learn them and apply it to my own work and things of that nature. You know, I drew inspiration from architectural photography, portrait photography, wedding photography, landscape, all of them. And I practiced and honestly spent a lot of time on YouTube learning videos on how to edit and things of that nature. And I started getting pretty decent. So once I built up the confidence in my abilities, at that point I started to offer my services to people to, you know, pay me to take pictures of them, essentially. If they needed pictures for an event, like a birthday party, if they needed graduation pictures. And the whole thing about that was, you know, I coming into the market, I knew I had to start charging people very little money. But the more and more I posted on my social media, the more word of mouth started to go around on my behalf. I you know, was fortunate enough to kind of build a name for myself and, you know, charge people more money and work with different clients all over the DMV, all over the East Coast. You know, I've done weddings in New York, I've done weddings in DC, things of that nature. So it's just been a really fun experience. But yeah, I guess the moral of the story is practice, practice, research, and just finding your niche and, you know, expanding on that once you find that calling. So yeah.
Okay, so what type of photography are you specialized in yourself? Do you do more of graduation shoots? Do you do more weddings? Where do you fit into, like, you know, what niche do you fit into?
I would say for sure portraiture as a whole, whether it be graduation shoots, you know, editorial I'm trying to branch into, fashion I'm trying to branch into, things of that nature. I'm really fascinated, you know, just by the act of making a subject look their absolute best. I love that. So that's really what I'm doing mainly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you say is one big mistake, or maybe some of the mistakes that beginner photographers make that maybe even, you know, you might have made in the past and they should avoid?
One big mistake I think I made when I started off with photography was comparing myself to other photographers that I would follow on Instagram, or other photographers in the area. Like, I would always tell myself, oh, what they're doing isn't that hard, like I can do this. Why? And I would get frustrated and ask, why aren't I getting the same attention or business, or, you know, why aren't I able to work charting my own path without having to compare myself and to other people and the success that they're experiencing with their photography. So I would say definitely comparison is a thief of joy. And you shouldn't do that starting off with photography. It's really about finding your niche and just following that.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, there's this, I don't know, 18-year-old kid, boy or girl, I don't know for you guys, but they're in Nigeria, wherever they are, majority of my audience are from Nigeria. So they're wherever they are, they're in college and they're broke as hell. And they want to get into photography. What would you say is the first step? What's step one? How do they get started?
First step is getting a camera body. I would save up money to get an entry-level camera from any brand, Nikon, Canon, doesn't matter. And once you're able to get a body, I'd say really do research on the lenses that are readily available and rent. You don't necessarily have to purchase a lens right away. If you have a body in hand already and you are struggling financially, it's much cheaper to spend $30, $40 on a rental for a week on a lens than having to shell out hundreds, maybe even a couple $1,000s on a new lens. So I'd say that's what I would recommend.
Okay. Alright guys, we come to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. But before you leave, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.